Hey guys, hello and welcome to this new video. So in this video we are going to talk about how we can pass the other attributes other than the record ID from the Omniscript to the Flexcard, so that based on the value of that attribute the Flexcard can query the data, or like it can do whatever things you want to make it happen. So for that, let me just go back to the Flexcard and let's create a Flexcard. Let me create a new Flexcard with the name as child Flexcard 2, and for the data source I'll use the data Raptor with the previous one, but I'll change it. For now let's just save it, let it load. Till that time it is loading, we can go to our data Raptor and we can create a new data Raptor. Let's create a new data Raptor with the name of get count by industry. Get account by industry. Okay, we'll leave other things as it is. And in the output we can just add the two fields which we were using previously, that is the account number and the other things. Before that we'll have to select the extract tab. So we are going to get the data from the account. This will be ACC and the filter will be industry. So we are going to get the data from industry and it will be equal to, you can name it as it is, like I can name it as industry itself. And for the output we can just add those two fields, that is the account number and account name. We will add these two fields and let's just try to preview it as well. Industry, and it should be apparel. Okay, let's just preview. Okay, so we are going to get these data. That means this data Raptor is in working condition. We can go back to the Flexcard and we can do the same thing which we did for the previous Flexcard. First of all, this Omniscript support should be enabled, the repeat option should be enabled, and inside this we will have to use get account by industry. Get account by industry. In the input map we will have to pass the data, that should be industry. It should be industry, but in the value, this is where we need to use the things which we are passing from our Omniscript. So here first of all we'll have to use the curly braces, and inside this we will have to use parent dot the field which we are using. So let's name it as industry. Okay, because this is the field which we are trying. You will get to know like why we are using this particular thing, but for now you can just think this is the thing which we are going to pass from our Omniscript to this Flexcard. For the value we can use the same thing which we have used in the data Raptor, and let's check out if we are getting the data. All right, so we are getting the data. We can go to the build, we can add some rich text area to make it so that it will look that it is the account information. Let's change it to the middle, increase font, and let's also change the background color for this. So for the background color I will use this one. All right, so this looks good to me for now. We can go ahead and add the fields which we want. Account name and the number. Okay, now we can activate it. Now let's go back to our Omniscript and let's create a new Omniscript. We will name it as pass attribute. Pass attribute, and we will save it. All right, now we have the Omniscript available. Let's drag one more step onto our canvas. In the first, let's go ahead and add the select. So we are going to add the select here, and let's name it as industry. Okay, we have to use the same name. For the label as well, we will use the industry only. And in the option source, we'll have to use the S object. Let's make it required as well. And in the source, I want to get the industry of account. So I will use account dot industry as the source field. So whatever values, because industry is a pick list, so whatever values are available for that pick list, it will automatically come as the value inside this select property. All right, now in the second step, we are going to use a custom lightning web component. Let's drag it here, and for the name we can make use of the one which we have created just now, that is child flex 2. And in the parameter, so in the parameter we'll have to use this parent hyphen attribute, and in the property source what we have to pass, ideally you can think of like we have to pass the industry, right? But that is not the case, because we cannot pass only one single attribute inside the parent attribute. So it should be a kind of multiple, it should be of list. Okay, so instead of passing just the industry, because if we are going to pass step 1 colon industry, what it will do, it will pass the value of industry which we have selected, right? It will not pass the whole thing. So for that we have to pass only the step from here. Once you will pass only the step, what it will do, if we have industry, if we have the other properties also available here, it will pass all the other things as a list to this parent attribute, and we can use the same thing inside the Flexcard by using parent dot the field name. Here we have used parent dot industry because we are using this industry and we are passing this whole step. So suppose we have XYZ field available here and we want to use that same field inside the Flexcard. So we can make use of parent dot XYZ. Okay. Now it looks good. We can go ahead and activate this particular Omniscript. All right, so now it's activated. Now what we can do, we can try to preview it here. So we have this industry select available here. Once we will click on this, it will show us all the values which are available inside that industry field on the account. So we can go ahead and select any one of these. So for now I'm selecting apparel, and once we will click on the next button, what it will do, it will call that Flexcard inside this Omniscript, and it will pass the apparel as the value for the industry, and based on that the Flexcard will try to query the data from the data Raptor. So once we will click on this next, okay, so we don't have anything coming as the data here. So let me just go ahead and check what exactly is wrong here. Okay, so the reason because it was not coming here, because inside the Flexcard, instead of using a capital P in the parent, we have used a small p. Okay, so let's go ahead and change that from a small p to the capital P. Let's change the same thing here as well, and then we can save and fetch just once, and then we can activate it. Alright, so this Flexcard is now activated. We can go to that Omniscript. So first of all, we have to deactivate it because it has already created the Lightning Web component based on the previous data which we have in the Flexcard. So because we have changed that Flexcard, so it also needs to be reactivated so that the updated Lightning Web component will come inside this Omniscript. All right, so now it's activated. Let's go ahead and just refresh the preview. Now we have this field. If we will select any one of the value inside this industry and we'll click on the next, based on whatever we have selected, it will try to fetch the account if we have any matching industry available. That's it for this video. If you find this video helpful, please like this video and do subscribe to my channel.